Wow, that's a lot of people killed. And we know more are gonna die in that story of his, Pauline. Why do you say that, Wendy? Well, I don't see any other survivors you met on the road here, Lynn. And I assume you met more in Raven Creek. Am I right or am I wrong? Some survivors disappeared, Wendy. What happened when you and Rory got to Raven Creek? Yeah, I can't wait to see how he dies, Kathy. When we arrived at Raven Creek, we cleared the only entrance into town. Let's go see if we can make our way in. Hang on, all this killing is making me hungry. The way into the city was barricaded, and zombies were waiting on the other side. So we cleared what we could and made a hole in the gate. Then we made some more noise. There's so many zombies here. How would have my sister survived? Like we did, Rory. How are we even gonna find them? By looking, Rory. Does Rory find his sisters? He actually dies an hour later, Kathy. Aww. Find Kim and Diane. Tell them I was the one who broke their dollhouse. Oh hey, just looking for a friend of mine. Your friend? Yeah, Joanna. Got separated from her earlier trying to get here to Raven Creek. I'll help you look for her. Joanna, we were just looking for you. I had to run through the forest to lose those zombies, Ruth. Joanna told me she heard of a survivor camp, supposedly out east somewhere. I told her we'd go looking after we searched Raven Creek. You got a plan for getting into the city? We're gonna drive right through and bust down any gates with my sledgehammer, Ruth. Let's do this! I like your enthusiasm, Joanna. That's just great. You said you have a sledgehammer, right? It's in the back, Joanna. We cleared the way of zombies as we head for the entrance into the city. Just inside the city, we ran into Julie. Julie was trying to get out of the city while we were trying to get in. Are you guys crazy? We gotta get the hell out of here. The whole city is overrun with zombies. Are there other survivors here? Yeah, there are. And there's a lot of raiders too. That's music to my ears. You're a bounty hunter? Yep. Well, you're about to get awful rich, mister. Joanna pushed me into zombies out of fright. Julie called her out on it. Joanna, you're such a coward. You don't throw people into zombies. It was an accident, Julie. I freaked out. Then Julie tried to push Joanna into oncoming zombies. How do you like that, Joanna? Are you crazy, Julie? And then Julie got eaten. Since there was no grass around us, we decided to postpone Julie's funeral until we could find a place to bury her. I began to clear a path for the vehicles to get through. Hello there. Hold on, let me make sure the area is clear first before we talk. Alright, looks good. Now we can talk. Joseph said he always wanted to be a cop. He even went to the academy before the outbreak happened. So I made him my deputy. We're gonna clean up these streets soon as you get me a gun. With everyone armed, we cleared the area in front of the city entrance. The next day, we grabbed water coolers from an office building so we could have a supply of water. Joanna and Ruth went missing later that day. We met Greg, who said he saw 2 women surrounded by zombies. That must have been Joanna and Ruth. Must have been, Joseph. Greg volunteered to become a deputy. I ran into Helen that night as a wave of zombies poured in. Is this where people start dying? Joseph was the first, Kathy. And then Helen. When does Greg bite it? He gets killed around the same time, Wendy. I just didn't see him die. When I moved more water coolers into the new water tower, a Raven Creek police officer introduced himself and volunteered to be a deputy. Whole city's full of crazies. We gotta clean it up. The next day, we cruised around the city. Mark found an outfit he wanted a zombie was wearing. Now I feel like a bounty hunter. We found Lisa trying to escape zombies. But Mark was quickly swept up by the horde. What happened to Lisa? I never saw her again, Kathy. I met Kim at Pizza World. She was scared to come down off the counter. They can't reach me up here. You can't stay up there forever. I'm stuck. I can't get down. I'll get my sledgehammer. Wait, you have to clear the area for me first. So I cleared the area of zombies for Kim, which took 2 days. Then I went back for the sledgehammer. I even found a zombie with a really nice backpack, so I upgraded. As I removed the counter, I would learn that Kim was one of Rory's sisters and was still looking for her sister Diane. I'm so glad to be free from there. Now let's go find Diane. How far did Kim get? She made it to the city entrance where the RV was, Lynn. Did you find her sister? Don't get ahead of the story, Kathy. Oh, sorry. I switched vehicles and took the Z Squad van since it had more seats, and I knew there were more survivors out there. How many more did you find? Quite a few, Lynn. I found Donald and Gordon held up in an office. Then I found Keith outside passing by. He was excited to see the Z Squad van. I love that show. Me too, Keith. The next day, Jacqueline joined the ranks. I'm getting the hell out of here. Where are you gonna go? Anywhere from here. There has to be a safe zone somewhere. Haven't found it yet. I'm sticking with you guys then. Wow, that's a big group you got now. Not my biggest, but that's right. You got more people killed in Trelai. Thanks for reminding me, Wendy. No problem. So when does this new group die? Wendy, don't get ahead of the story. Thank you, Kathy. We met Robin scavenging through a strip mall. He was looking for whiskey. We found 2 more raiders, and zombies were everywhere. So we cleared the area to go back for the raiders. Gordon said it best. We're bounty hunters now. We can't let those bounties get away. So we pulled over and started clearing the area. Is this where everyone dies? This is where everyone dies, Wendy. Gordon died first. I helped Donald escape his fate, but Robin couldn't escape his. Neither could Donald as he collapsed from his wounds. What about Jacqueline? I saw her ambling towards me trying to eat my brains. I decided it was time to lure the zombies and run away. But I couldn't leave my deputies as zombies. I promised them I'd kill them if they turned. And I'm a bounty hunter who likes to keep his word. Since it was raining, I decided to wait for the weather to clear before I buried the bodies. The next day, I ran into Zoe when I went back to pick up the bodies. And then we ran into Victoria. As we were collecting the bodies, Kathleen strolled past. She asked if she should be wearing a mask. I told her it would be wise. Prolonged exposure to dead corpses can cause you to fall ill, and even die. I see you're building up a group again. You're very observant, Wendy. We dropped off the corpses and called it a night. The next day, we ran into Catriona. Sorry for your loss. Since it was raining, I spent the night playing Kaboom. Diane still had the high score. I don't know how she did it. We cleared out the entrance to our base of zombies again. Is this where? Yes, Kathy. This is where everyone dies again. Except Kathleen. Yay! We Kathleens have to stick together. Kathleen ended up disappearing. Aw, what happened? What Lynn said. We searched more of the area and spent the night in a quiet neighborhood. By morning, she was gone. I made it to the south end of town. That's where I met Wendy. Another Wendy? Yes, Wendy. She just jumped into the van. Mind if I tag along? My friend is just down the street. There she is. Diane, over here. I soon learned that Diane was Rory and Kim's sister. No way! Yes way, Kathy. I'm not even gonna ask how long before she dies. Thank you, Wendy. The road to the drive-in was blocked with wrecked cars, so we ran ahead to check it out. I found a film projector, and I thought it would look good in the motorhome. Since there was a shelter under the movie screen, I left the girls there as I gathered and cleared the zombies in the area. Diane, however, wanted to help and was quickly surrounded. When it was all over, it started to snow. That's when I met Fraser. He said he was a doctor. A couple of raiders showed up a few hours later. Julie was right. I was getting rich off these bounties. But money's useless now. It was a metaphor, Kathy. I heard more raiders behind the fence. They were chasing a survivor. Appreciate the help. This is our turf. It's mine now. Good work, deputies. Thanks, boss. We love you, boss. They did not say that. I'm paraphrasing Wendy. I got wounded earlier, and I asked Dr. Fraser if he could take a look. That's gonna heal up just fine. Thanks, Doc. The van needed repairs, including a new hood and windshield, so I salvaged the van for the parts I needed. We cleared the area first, which took all day, and cost Arlene her life. We saw a raider shoot and kill a survivor. And then he shot Dr. Fraser. Then I had some tuna. And then Wendy died. You lost everyone again? At least the tuna was good, Wendy. When I switched vans, Dr. Fraser awoke from his nap. I thought the raider shot him. The excitement was too much for him and he passed out, he said. We spent the night at a Spiffo's booth. The next day we met Emma. And then we ran into a group of survivors. And then Emma died. So did everyone else. I tripped and fell and injured myself. I even lost my hat. You lost your hat? It's okay, Kathy. I had others at home. I'm not a real doctor. I used to play one on TV. With all the survivors dead, it was time to leave Raven Creek. I cleared a path for the RV and headed for the south exit of town. Maybe I could find the survivor camp Joanna mentioned. Now all I had to do was break through the blockade. I met Kevin trying to break out as well. He too had heard of a survivor camp out east somewhere. We broke through the blockade. And then I shot Zombie Kevin. Hey, thanks for the ride. My name's Patrick. I was with this other group, but everyone died. Just a string of bad luck. What about you? How's your luck been? It's been alright.